Nature always knows how to amaze us with its wonders. Today you will embark on a dramatic and unexpected journey where unique moments are captured, where the great and terrifying power of nature is most clearly demonstrated. Every image, every moment will make you hold your breath, waiting for what will happen next. Don't miss a single moment of this journey. Click subscribe now to make sure you won't miss any of the extraordinary things that await you. A terrible bolt of lightning tore through the black sky, the dazzling light instantly turning the night into day, like a divine shock shaking the universe. But just after that dazzling light, a fierce storm, silent and brutal, was creeping in. The wind was howling, the rain was pouring, and the thick darkness was enveloping, as if an unimaginable disaster was about to strike. The ground shuddered under the fury of nature. Rocks and soil fell from above, turning everything into a mess. No one could have expected that the peace of the mountains would be broken in just a moment. The tornado, like an invisible monster, begins to sweep away everything in its path. Trees, houses, cars, nothing can escape its terrible power. Are you ready to face this devastation? The sea is angry. Each towering wave crashes against the shore, as if wanting to drown the whole world in the ocean's fury. What will you do when faced with the anger of the ocean? The blizzard struck with a savage ferocity, descending without a whisper of warning. Snow blanketed everything in its path, transforming the world into an eerie, breathtaking expanse of white. The beauty of the scene is deceiving, for beneath its pristine surface lies a deadly menace. Who would dare to brave the fury of this relentless storm? Can anyone hope to endure the merciless cold and survive its relentless assault? The volcano awakens from its long slumber, and in an instant, lava flows forth like a raging river of fire, consuming everything in its path. This majestic and terrifying sight is a magical blend of destructive power and wild beauty of nature, where the raging fire shimmers in the dark light, creating a scene that is both mesmerizing and terrifying. Witnessing the rebirth of geological power, you cannot take your eyes off the perfect combination of deadly danger and the pristine beauty of the planet. The flash flood came suddenly, the murky waters swirling like a giant monster, sweeping away everything in its path. In the chaos, people ran in panic to find shelter, but amid the destructive fury of nature, a sense of despair pervaded. Every second felt like a life or death struggle, as every effort to escape the destruction seemed futile. Was anyone lucky enough to survive this fury, or were they all swept away by the unimaginable fury of the flood? The bridge, a symbol of solidity and durability, is now just debris floating on the water. Who would believe that such a solid structure could be easily destroyed by the invisible force of nature? A sandstorm suddenly formed deep in the desert. The sand rose up like a giant column, swallowing the sunlight and turning the sky into a thick fog. The storm not only swept away everything in its path, but also created a suffocating space where the air became difficult to breathe and full of menace. In this chaotic and dark scene, life hung in the balance between destruction and survival. Can you stand firm and overcome this fierce sandstorm? Or will you be swept away into the desolation of the desert? Avalanche, a fierce white storm pouring down from the mountaintop, sweeping away everything in its path. It is the irresistible wrath of nature. Do you have the courage to stand firm and face this unparalleled power? Glaciers are melting under the increasingly fierce pressure of climate change. You can feel the urgency in every drop of water as giant chunks of ice break away from their bodies and crash into the ocean. The powerful impact sounds like the roar of nature, making you shudder when witnessing this terrifying scene. It is not just the disintegration of snow and ice, but also a haunting warning of the future, where the power of nature is speaking out against the serious consequences of climate change. Oh my God! Sandstorms are not just natural phenomena, but the fury of the heavens and the earth, an unstoppable destroyer. When a sandstorm hits, everything around seems to disappear in the blink of an eye, swept away by the blinding waves of dust. The landscape is plunged into chaos, leaving only traces of terrible destruction. Those who witness it shudder, and only the bravest dare to face the terrifying power of the storm, when life and safety are only a thin ray of hope.